The first question, I'm not really surprised. I was expecting it. We were preparing for this meeting. We knew this question would show up. And is this tool going to be available to us? So the short answer is yes. We are working right now on a client-facing option of Orchestral right now. We're looking to launch it in the spring, so sometime maybe in March or April. So keep an eye out for it. We might also be asking for clients to become testers of the product before we launch it at large. So if you log into your portal one day and you see a banner saying we're looking for testers, and if you're interested, then by all means, yes, you can sign up for it. So keep an eye out for it. We're probably going to have a communication either in the spring for the soft launch, maybe a bigger launch later in the year. But yes, we want to give access to you to a certain financial planning tool so you can actually play around with it. It'll allow us to also work with you because once we're going to take the plan and work and maybe push it to a further level, then we can actually use the plan that you've done beforehand. So it's going to be a great way to teamwork on that aspect. Another question, do I need to have all my funds at Ferric to be able to have access to this tool? So I'm going to pass the answer to you while I look at the different other questions that we've received.
No, absolutely not. You don't need to have everything with Ferric. Obviously, we know the advantages of being with Ferric, but of course, no, you don't have to be. You just have to be a client of Ferric, and of course, you would be able to do a financial plan with us. And the thing is that what we do offer is we're going to do a very transparent analysis of everything, including your investments elsewhere, just to ensure that everything is optimized. And if it isn't, then so be it. We leave it the way it is, but at least we give you the information and we let you decide with us.
Awesome. We have a question about defined benefit plans. Does your tool handle defined benefit plans like a REGOP or a Hydro-Québec, let's say pension?
Oh yeah, it's very even I think personal retirement plans it does, but all sorts of different sources of revenue while you're working and for retirement can be included, including the way they're going to be possibly taxed in the tool.
Awesome. We already had this question before. Oh yes. What is expected on the first meeting and what do I need to bring with me? If I have a meeting, let's say with you, Thompson, what's the first thing that we need to look at? What do you need to start building the plan?
I actually have a spreadsheet and a document that has all of the basically the information that I need. But generally speaking, it would be income. It would be, we would kind of know your marital status already. We try to see like if you have kids, things like that, all sorts of aspects in but income, what your budget is, what you want that budget to be in retirement, what your current assets and liabilities are, and of course, taking note of other information like what is your current insurance coverage, and if you have a will and or a mandate of protection in place.
All right. Some people want to know, do we receive a document once a plan is done? Is it paper? Is it electronic? How do we have access to our result?
It's actually going to be a PDF that we print out that does have graphics and also tables on it that show you in detail where income is coming from, where the money is being taken out from, and of course in a more general way. But we're going to drill down with it once we look at the tool together with the clients, just to see if they have any more questions that need a little bit more detail. That's part of it, but it's going to be a nice report that we're going to take a look at with the clients together. It's deposited into their portal in My Documents. And if you want, we can print it and send it to you by mail.
Yeah. We have to keep in mind that this is I always say a living document.
Yeah.
Things change. So maybe for the first year, 2 years, everything's on track and the same. Then something happens, a kid shows up or somebody passes in your family and you inherit some money, you don't know what to do with it. You get $75,000. Do I put in my RSP? Do I put in my TFSA? Do I repay the mortgage? All that comes into play. So we always have to keep in mind that the document is great at a specific time and date, but we can always make it evolve through time. And once we change, we can take out the old one, put in the new one. That's the idea behind it.
Oh yeah, it's a snapshot basically projected into the future. So we have to update it from time to time with the real data, just to make sure the projection fits with what is realistic. And also if there's any major changes in the client's lives, as you said.
Yeah. And I think maybe this one's for you. Out of the advisors that we have at Ferric, is everybody comfortable in using the tool that we use, using Orchestral?
We have a lot of people who will be able to do financial plan. I think it's 25 financial planners at Ferric. So for sure, somebody will be able to help you. So when you are ready, just call us back and we just analyze the situation and give you the best person to be able to answer to your financial planning. But yes, for sure, we have the capacity and with pleasure, we will help you to do your financial plan.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
so it's fun to do.
So we had a question about, are FERC funds solely for engineers? I can take that one out. Yes and no, right? Remember we were talking at the beginning that the core of what we do is based on the engineering community, whether it's students, whether it's engineer graduates or engineers themselves. But when we look at it, we take a look at the entire family. So we have spouses that are in different fields, could be accounting, could be medical, could be financial, and we also have parents and grandparents. So yes, the core of our business is linked to the engineering community, but we do have clients that are not in the field and they're just enjoying the advantage that they have access to, because once you are the client, you're my engineer, you're my engineering graduate, well, you have that key and you can bring your family in and we can really work with everybody. And maybe Thompson, ask you a question. When you have a couple, sometimes depending on their matchable status, some people like to do a plan by themselves. Like they manage really their assets separately. Mr. has their things, Mrs. has their things, so they each want to have their plan, but they do live together. So sometimes I guess it's harder because when you're not doing a joint plan, there's certain aspects that you can't take in consideration, like income splitting. So I would love for you to explain to everybody here, what's the major difference if you're a couple, the advantage or disadvantage of doing the plans jointly or separately?
Well, actually, I did one recently with a couple who did want to see, because one was making more, one had more assets, and the other did not. So they really wanted two separate plans to see whether or not together it's easy. Their coverage was fine. They're well over, I think it was 150% of their objective. But separately, we could see that there was a real gap for the Mister, and the wife was totally covered. So in that aspect, they found it much more interesting than having two separate plans. And they wanted to ensure that they were individually protected in it.
Clearly, there's a lot, unfortunately, in Quebec, we're the province in the entire country where there's the most rebuilt family, right? I have my kids, I'm separated from the board, and then somebody who's got their kids too. So we're living in the same house or separately, and it becomes a bit complicated. And I think that's one of the major key people that should have that plan, because you need to know what will happen. If I'm with somebody and we're common law, some people don't know that my pension will go to my spouse if I've been living together for 3 years, but I want to wait for my kids. So that impacts a lot of the decision. And this plan can not only help you plan for what you want to do.
Oh yeah, there's hard numbers, but there's a lot of nuance when we're doing the plan with our clients, because as I said, personalized, right? So we're going to take note of things that are very specific to each client when we're doing the planning process.